70-year-old woman from Thoubal district succumbs to COVID-19 today. Death toll rises to 22 and Manipur reports 83 fresh cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. India reports single-day spike of 69,874 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 55,794. And WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus hopes coronavirus pandemic will be over in less than 2 years. Kurumjari, good evening. You are watching Saturday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. And I'm Victoria RAJKUMARI with you. The top stories this evening. Manipur reported one more COVID-19 related death today. As per report from Jennings Hospital, medical superintendent, the coronavirus infected 70-year-old woman from Yaripok Jinga Thoubal district succumbed to COVID-19 at 11:30 a.m. today. With this, death toll from COVID-19 in Manipur has reached 22. The deceased was admitted to Jennings COVID ward on August 20th after she was tested positive for COVID-19. Confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 5,132, of which 1,655 are active cases and recoveries are 3,455. Death toll has reached 22. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 67.32%. As per DSP Manipur and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, in the past 24 hours, 83 people tested positive for COVID-19, out of which 61 persons are from general population and 22 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. The infected persons are 26 from Imphal West District, 17 from Imphal East District, 5 each from Bishnupur and Thoubal districts, 1 from Chandal and 4 from Churachandpur. Only 1 person from Chandal district is a returnee from other states, whereas the rest 60 are locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. In the past 24 hours, 194 people were discharged after recovery. Principal Secretary of Health Department V. Bulungmang has issued fresh standard operating procedures, that is SOP, for carrying out rapid antigen test in Manipur. Press release issued by the Principal Secretary says anyone can go through rapid antigen test on the payment of 750 rupees at RD Wing Lamphal. Timing for the test is from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. by first contacting the official in charge of RD Wing, Dr. S. Surchandra, on mobile number 8258059014. I repeat, 8258059014. The step was taken in the wake of the rising COVID-19 cases in the state and increasing number of travelers outside the state for personal reasons. One can also contact the same number for taking TrueNat test. Any medical staffs, police personnel, transport staff who show symptoms of COVID-19 and any person who were in close contact with COVID-19 positive individuals within 5 to 10 days can take rapid antigen test. Pregnant women, children, those above 60 years and patients of other disease who have returned from other states without any symptoms can take RAT within 1 week. Inmates of paid quarantine and corporate quarantine or those referred by the government can undergo testing for COVID-19 at RD Wing. Coronavirus testing will be free of charge for COVID frontline workers or those below the poverty line approved by the relevant SDOs or anyone recommended by the government. The press release further informs that testing for COVID-19 can take tracing cases under relevant CMOs will be free of cost. Despite a total lockdown imposed in the state until August 31st in the bid to contain the spread of coronavirus, traffic movement is getting active and people coming out on the streets in Imphal city are increasing day by day. Many retail shops were open during the lockdown relaxation period. Pharmacies were open as usual irrespective of any restrictions. Local committees are trying their best to ward off COVID-19 by sanitizing their respective areas. As per an official press release, confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 5,049 till yesterday. Death toll has reached 21 and the state's recovery rate stands at 64.58%. Owing to the spike in coronavirus positive cases, Wahingbam Laikai and Sagolban Salam Laikai of Imphal West District have been declared as containment zones. Subsequently, half of National Highway Imphal Jiribam Road from Wahingbam Laikai to Sagolban Salam Laikai has been blocked, hindering emergency and other essential services. It may be mentioned that experts had earlier termed the blocking of National Highway as an illegal act. Despite the declaration of Jain Mandir in Phongna Market as containment zone as per an order issued by Imphal West DC, people in the area still fail to abide by the norms laid down for containment zones. Both shopkeepers and customers were seen defying the norms. Police time and again picked up miscreants who flouted lockdown rules, but once the police team leaves the area, people continue to assemble, keeping all social distancing norms at the back seat. With the extension of a COVID-19 lockdown in the state, and most of the oil pumps across the state remained closed, causing huge inconveniences to the public. CAF and PD department has allowed only few selected oil pumps to open. Public have urged the authorities concerned to make necessary arrangements to supply fuels at oil pumps in their respective areas. Meanwhile, CAF and PD officer has informed that public can avail fuels from Kuyathong PCTC by showing necessary documents. All Manipur Women's Voluntary Association has called upon the public to join hands in uprooting drug menace. It has also warned against trading votes for intoxicant in the upcoming by-election, which have been necessitated by the conduct of certain politicians. Education Minister Dr. Thokchom Radhesham today held a meeting with the representatives of both Hills and Valley-based students' organization to discuss on how the new National Education Policy 2020 can be effectively implemented in the state. The meeting was held at the conference hall of Samagra Shiksha, Manipur in Babupara. The meeting aimed to understand the new education policy and analyzed in detail for effective implementation of the policy in the school, teachers training and higher education section. During the meeting, Dr. T.H. Radhesham highlighted some of the major reforms in the National Education Policy 2020, as such the new 5+3+3+4 school curriculum, teaching of students of up to grade 5 in mother tongue, regional language and multiple entry to be allowed with appropriate certification in UG education. He appealed to all the stakeholders to analyze the policy and contribute in implementing the policy with suggestions and opinions. The student representatives shared their ideas and aligned with the policy to enhance education sector in the state.
Education policies must word by word. Why couldn't sentence couldn't school section was training higher education section Kramani implement Togodagi Haibadugi, a Punna Kaminaba, Nainaba Darkarli, Hydran Assisi, Satri, Sangstan Mayamsiga, punna discussion ama tawjabani satrai sangstan singnaso tungan tungan ba idea kaya ama pibirakani ang khalle mai larik se khoi si policy si yela kanda nainaraga chawra khara madi nainare adu wasi munna nainaraga khoi Manipur da apa best education system based on Indian ethos haiba akoi aim amma oina yawre policies yawre se masi implement tawna bidamakta ngasi je khoi khanna
5 students' bodies, namely Apunba Iripaki Emirates and Panlop AIMS, All Manipur Students Union AMSU, Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur DESAM, Kanglek Park Students Association KSA, Student Union of Kanglek Park SUK have demanded revocation of the order issued by Directorate of University and Higher Education, which prohibited college teachers from raising their opinions on government policies program on mass media. Members of Sagolban Block Congress Committee SBCC have announced their resignation against the expulsion of Congress MLA R.K. Imo from the party for 6 years. Speaking at the meet held at MLA R.K. Imo's residence in Sagolban Bijoy Govinda today, SBCC Vice President T.H. Brajamani condemned the ousting of MLA R.K. Imo from MPCC. He said MLA R.K. Imo has exercised his franchise by voting for titular King Laisemba Sanajauba during the Rajya Sabha election, and such act is not against the law. He claimed that the MLA was expelled from the party for not conceding to the dictatorial rule of CLP leader Okram Ibobi. He maintained that many MLAs have resigned from the party in recent times, disapproving such unruly conduct of the MPCC leaders. T.H. Brajamani has warned that the Congress party will cease to exist in the state if the polluted mindsets of these leaders were not changed.
Congress party ki mathong huktaba tawning bada tawba aduga imung manungi oiba rajniti da hena thawai lupsanba asigumba kaya asi urubadagi ngasi sidagi akhoi Sagomal Block Congress Committee gi thawpuba ma oina akhoi Sagomal Block Congress Committee gi members sing unit ki leiriba koi gi president members mayam ama hairiba ngasi haiba numisidagi akhoi Congress party dagi tokjare akhoi pham thadokjare haina.
Residents of Lilong Harebi Makalaikai in Lilong constituency erupted into agitation against non-repair of the road in the colony. They said the road was blacktopped under PMGSSY earlier, but the road was dug up in the name of repair last year and has not been repaired since then. They urged the government to repair the road without further delay. Agitations by Manipuri diasporas in Assam pressing demand to enlist Manipuri language as an associate official language of the Assam government have intensified. Manipuri diasporas are carrying out protest demonstrations, poster campaigns, candlelight protests and awareness programs to preserve and promote Manipuri language amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Various communities in Assam have extended solidarity to the cause. Various students' organizations of other communities in Assam, led by members of All Assam Manipuri Students Union, have submitted a memorandum to Education Minister of Assam, Hemanta Biswa Sharma, yesterday. The memorandum includes demands to allow appearing for various competitive exams conducted by Assam Public Service Commission in Manipuri language and to offer Manipuri as an optional subject in APSE exam. It may be mentioned that Assam government recognized Manipuris residing in Assam as indigenous inhabitants in 1956, and Manipuri language was included in school syllabus in those areas inhabited by Manipuris since 1963. Learning of Meitei Mayek has also started in recent times at various places of Assam. However, Manipuri diasporas in Assam continue to face various inconveniences as Manipuri language is yet to be enlisted as an associate official language of the Assam government. Laihau Kunai Kanbalok Manipur has extended support to the stain of Manipuri diasporas residing in Assam, urging the government to include Manipuri as an associate official language of the Assam government and as a subject in Assam Public Service Commission examination. 180 beneficiaries of Keshamthong Ward number 11 received health cards under Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana today. The health cards were distributed at the residence of a local Khetri Mayum James. Beneficiaries are informed to contact the relevant agents to get their health cards. State Veterinary Hospital at Sanjenthong is providing treatment to livestock under the strict supervision of a Director in Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Services, Dr. H. Chauba. Superintendent of the State Veterinary Hospital, Dr. Thangnautam Priyokumar, has appealed to visitors to abide by COVID-19 related SOPs, to wear face masks and to maintain social distancing. He said that not less than 100 cows are treated on a daily basis at the hospital and appeal for public cooperation in running the hospital efficiently amid the pandemic.
Pandemic ki matam asida so OPD hangdana jana dum run tawjari mayam gi pena ba tawbasida khudong chadaba mayam amadi adum thengnagani phibam ne yadabanina mayam nasu awabase khangminaje COVID-19 lakpadagi hanadagi tawrokpa ekhoigi mawong singdudi tawba yadre ekhoida hanadongna mi kri inana layeng bagi thabuk tudi ekhoi ngamjadre nomagi laiba anaba singdudi thengabasu thengna layeng nanabadudi ekhoi adum hona jagani yengdana halangiba anaba mata ekhoi lehenjaro Veterinary Hospital da lakka matamda SOP mayam to ngapiraga marks pirakadabani isada laihogumba lokumba khuragadi yarige lakidaba isa laihau hore lok khure khanau nungaitre haibase losal lage hekta changbirakanu atopa dongna khoi sidaida changakba patient owner khuding makse khoina covid ki test tawdradi khoi layeng jaroina khoi ngasi bokta haigiba leite aduna khoi gisu khara khanbiyo mayam su SOP do phajana ngapiraga lakbiyo khoi bu mateng pangbiyo.
Justice L.S. Jamir has been appointed as portfolio judge for Senapati, Tangmenglong and Ukhrul districts. Justice K.H. Nobin has been appointed as portfolio judge for Imphal West and Churatanpur districts. Justice M.V. Muraldharan as portfolio judge for Thoubal and Chanel districts, while Justice A. Bimol has been appointed as portfolio judge for Imphal East and Bishnupur districts. The same was notified in a press release issued by Registrar General of Manipur High Court A. Guneshwar Sarma. Social worker cum advocate of Judibam district A. Surendra has submitted a memorandum to Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan to set up a district and sessions court for the district. Year-long birth anniversary celebrations of late comrade Yumlembam Kula, a former CPI MLA of Kundrakam constituency and an associate of Jana Neta Hijam Irawad during the farmers' movement in Manipur began today. CPI Manipur State Council commenced the birth centenary celebrations at Oyumpok. Veteran party leader Comrade N. Tomba hoisted the red color flag of the party and led the people in paying floral tributes to the portrait of Y. Kula at the event. It's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news updates on coronavirus cases. We'll be back with details after
University,
the break.
the #1 career university in the Northeast, offering a wide range of UG and PG courses with up to 100% merit-based scholarship, a state-of-the-art infrastructure, and unbeatable placements. A pioneer in shaping, molding, and delivering excellence, Kaziranga University is the right place to launch your career.
Welcome back. You're watching the Saturday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. India has reported a single-day spike of 69,874 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll has reached 55,794, while 22,22,557 people have recovered. India's rate of recovery has improved to 74.69%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Country's total confirmed cases have crossed 29.75 lakh, of which active cases are above 6,97,000. Maharashtra has the highest number of active cases of above 1,64,000. Meanwhile, the Indian Council of Medical Research said that 10,23,836 samples were tested for COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 2 crore 31 lakh people and above 8 lakh people have died. Recoveries are above 1 crore 57 lakh. USA is on the top with more than 24 lakh 92,000 active cases, followed by Brazil and India. Now updates on coronavirus cases in Northeast region. Currently, there are above 30,000 active cases of COVID-19 in the Northeast states, including Manipur. Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 87,900, of which over 22,000 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh confirmed cases have reached 3,126, out of which 996 are active cases. Nagaland's confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 3,619, out of which 1,537 are active cases. 8 people have succumbed to COVID-19 in Nagaland so far. Tripura's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 8,371, out of which 2,240 are active cases. There are 493 active cases of COVID-19 in Mizoram, 498 in Sikkim, and 963 in Meghalaya. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has said that he hopes that the coronavirus pandemic will be over in less than 2 years and be eradicated faster than the Spanish flu of 1918. Briefing media at WHO's headquarters in Geneva on Friday, he said that the world had better technology to fight off the virus in the present time. Ghebreyesus also emphasized on the need for unified global efforts to develop a vaccine for the coronavirus. However, he added that the vaccine alone will not end the pandemic and the people must make adjustments to their daily lives. He also condemned the practice of corruption in the marketing of personal protective equipment (PPE) kits amid the pandemic. Election Commission has issued detailed guidelines related to key activities for conducting upcoming general elections and by-elections in various states and union territories during the period of COVID-19 pandemic. Violators will be proceeded against as per the provisions of the Disaster Management Act 2005. Not more than 5 people are allowed for door-to-door campaigning. During the road shows, the convoy should have a gap after every set of 5 vehicles. Public gatherings and rallies can be conducted with strict adherence to COVID-19 guidelines. Training of election officials should be organized in a decentralized manner at large halls and as far as possible on online modules. All necessary forms, including the nomination form, will be available online on the website of CEO and DEO for the intending candidates. Candidates can even deposit the security money online at the designated platform. During the filing of nomination papers only, 2 persons and vehicles are allowed to accompany a candidate. Every person has to wear a face mask during election-related activity, and thermal scanning will be necessitated at every entry point. Sanitizers, shop and water shall be kept in the premises. A maximum of only 1,000 voters will be allowed in a polling station at the given point in time instead of the current norm of 1,500 voters. Meanwhile, former Finance Secretary RAJKUMARI has appointed as a new election commissioner. He will replace Ashok Lavasha, who resigned earlier this week. Now the sports news. England has made 332 runs with 4 wickets down on the first day of the third Test match against Pakistan. The match, which is a part of ICC Test Cricket Championship, was played behind closed doors at Roseball Cricket Ground. England won the toss and batted first. England made 332 runs for 90 overs and 4 wickets down in the first innings. England's batsmen G. Crowley and Jos Buttler took 171 and 87 runs respectively. Pakistan's bowler Razir Khan took 2 wickets, while Sahid Afridi and Nazim Shah took 1 wicket each. England will continue their batting for first innings on the second day of the Test match. England has taken a 1-0 lead in the third 3 Test match series. An unprecedented 8 para sports personalities will receive National Sports Awards 2020 virtually on August 29. Para high jump gold medalist Thangevelu Mariappan will receive Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. Para power lifter Vijay Mishwar will be awarded Dronacharya Lifetime Award. Dhanchan Awards to Gaurav Khanna and Satya Prakash in para badminton, while J. Rajesh Kun in para athletics. Arjuna Awards will be accorded to para javelin player Sandeep Chaudhary and para shooting player Manish Narwal. All India Football Federation AIFF will conduct fitness tests for FIFA referees and assistant referees in mid-October 2020. AIFF has invited Sapam Kennedy and Tekchum Ranjita of All Manipur Football Association to compete in the test. Tekchum Ranjita, Chimchim Serto, Ilangwam Debla and Maibam Roshni from Manipur will also participate in the online FIFA MA Women's referee course under the aegis of All India Football Federation from August 27th to 29th. United Arab Emirates will host the upcoming 13th Dream 11 Indian Premier League IPL 2020. The league will commence on September 19 and will continue till November 10. 8 renowned Indian cricket teams will compete in 60 different matches, including double-leg basis round-robin match, elimination round and knockout matches in the cricket league held under the aegis of Board of Cricket Control of India. BBCI has agreed to shift the venue of the match from India to United Arab Emirates instead due to the COVID-19 pandemic. All arrangements are set to hold the league at UAE's Sheikh Zayed Cricket Stadium, Dubai, International Cricket Stadium and Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Altogether, 191 cricketers, including 127 Indian cricketers and 64 foreign cricketers, will participate in the league. All Manipur Football Association AMFA has extended financial assistance to national football player Ningthogjam Ramanda from Moirang Ngangkha Lekai, who is currently undergoing kidney treatment at Jennings Hospital. The association also contributed a bag of rice to the ailing football player. AMFA President M. Ratan Kumar, Treasurer H. Chetan, Executive Member H. Megachandra, T.H. Jitain and H. Joy, along with the head of the referee M. Joy Chandra, were among those present on the occasion. President of District Football Association K. Yaima, Secretary P.H. Megha and Assistant Secretary K.H. Raja, K. Biren and H. Soto also extended financial help to ailing Ramananda. And before we wrap up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 70-year-old woman from Thoubal district succumbs to COVID-19 today. Death toll rises to 22 and Manipur reports 83 fresh cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. India reports single-day spike of 69,874 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. death toll reaches 55,794. And WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus hopes coronavirus pandemic will be over in less than 2 years. That's all we have for today. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. For more news updates, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook.